You are sitting in a room with no windows. The table is bare. The chair is metal. There is a camera in the corner of the ceiling. Its light is not blinking. Either it is off or they don't want you to know it is recording. You have been here for 3 hours. Nobody has come. No water, no explanation. This morning, you were in a classroom at Delhi University, facing a thesis submission deadline for political science. You had applied to 67 government jobs in the past year. One application was on a website whose name you still don't know. It only said, Research Officer, Strategic Affairs. Average salary, vague description, but something in the wording felt different. 3 months later, a phone call came. Then a background check that reached your 10th grade teacher. Then a psychological evaluation that lasted 7 hours and asked about things you yourself had forgotten. And then this room. The door opens. A man walks in. Gray hair, a pressed shirt, a file in his hand. He does not smile. He sits across from you and opens the file. He already knows everything about you. This conversation is not about information. It is an evaluation. He asks one question. If your country asked you to change your entire life, your name, your face, your relationships, your dreams, and never tell anyone, would you do it? You think for 9 seconds. He is counting. Yes, you say. He closes the file. Welcome to Raw.
Level 1, the analyst, $52,000 per month. Your first 2 years are spent in a cubicle, inside a building in New Delhi whose address does not exist on Google Maps. Your job is to take reports flowing in from stations around the world, signals intelligence, satellite imagery, social media patterns, open source data, and break it down into a summary that a senior officer can read in under 3 minutes. You write drafts for the Prime Minister's office, not the final version, the draft that passes through 4 people before it reaches the top. If your analysis is wrong, policy fails. If your analysis is right, no one will ever know your name. That is the deal. Your phone is sealed in a pouch before you enter the building. Your friends think you are a clerk in some ministry. Your mother believes you do some kind of research in government. She doesn't ask much because it sounds boring. You want it to sound boring. Boring is safe. But inside that cubicle, you were watching things unfold in real time that won't make the news for 8 months. You know which government is about to fall. You know which alliance is fracturing. You know the name of a man in a country you have never visited who is planning something that could change the entire region. You flagged him in a report. Your supervisor highlighted that paragraph and sent it upstairs. That was the closest thing to a compliment you will ever receive. Level 2, the field officer, $85,000 per month. You are outside now, stationed in a foreign capital, under diplomatic cover, official title, Cultural Affairs Officer. You attend cocktail parties, trade conferences, art exhibitions, and through it all, you are looking for people. The military attaché who drinks a little too much at receptions, the bureaucrat who has been waiting 11 years for a promotion and has grown bitter, the scientist who mentioned financial problems to a colleague at a conference, a colleague your technical team had been monitoring. Each one is a thread worth pulling. You pull them slowly. A lunch, a coffee, your phone stays silent when they speak. You make them feel that someone in this world is actually listening to them. Then, weeks or months later, when the trust is solid, you make the pitch. Some say yes for money. Some say yes because they believe in something. Some say yes out of fear. The ones who say no are the dangerous ones, because now they know what you are.
Level 3, the shadow operative, 1,10,000 rupees per month. You left the embassy world behind. You volunteered for the Special Operations Group. The selection process changed everything. You can shoot, you can survive in terrain that would kill most people within 72 hours. You operate in denied areas, places where India cannot officially be present. You grow a beard, local clothing. You learn enough of the language to negotiate, to cross a checkpoint, and if necessary, to interrogate. Your team is 4 people. No backup, no air support. If the mission is compromised, the Indian government will deny you exist. That is not a metaphor. It is written into your operational authorization. Your children hear your voice once a month through a secure relay behind a wall of static. They ask, "Papa, when are you coming home?" You say, "Soon." You have said soon 7 times now. Level 4, the station chief, 1,60,000 rupees per month. You run an entire raw station in a foreign country. Every officer reports to you. You work alongside the ambassador, technically, but there are things happening in your station that the ambassador does not know about and is not supposed to know about. Your home is swept for listening devices every 72 hours. You have a secure room in your house where cables arrive at 2 in the morning, demanding immediate decisions. Last month, one of your officers was placed under surveillance by the counter-country's counterintelligence service. You had 12 hours. Pull the officer out and burn the entire network, or wait. You waited. The surveillance stopped. The network survived. If you had been wrong, 6 people who trusted you with their lives would have been gone. You slept 2 hours that night. The next cable you sent to headquarters read, "Operations nominal." 2 words, the weight of 6 human lives.
Level 5, the division chief, 2,20,000 rupees per month. Back at headquarters, you oversee operations across an entire region of the world. Every station chief reports to you. You sit in cabinet committee on security meetings. You approve operations that will never appear in any public record. When a station chief sends a cable, request permission to recruit a senior official in a foreign government, you weigh the intelligence value against the political risk, and you make the call. If it works, the intelligence flows upward and informs decisions at the prime minister's level. If it fails, the diplomatic fallout lands on your desk. You have been with this agency for 24 years. You have run operations across 3 continents. You have lost colleagues in the field. You carry them the way other people carry photographs. Level 6, the chief of RAW, 2,50,000 rupees per month, government pay cap. You are the head of national clandestine operations. Every covert operation run anywhere in the world carries your final authority. You are present at the Prime Minister's intelligence briefing. You are in the situation room when a crisis erupts. When the Prime Minister asks, "Is there an option that cannot be seen publicly?" he is asking you. You manage programs with code names classified at levels the public does not know exist. And yet, your salary is less than a junior corporate lawyer's. But money was never the reason. The reason was a question, 27 years ago. In a room, on a metal chair. Change your entire life. Never tell anyone. Will you do it? You said yes. You kept that promise every single day. You missed birthdays, weddings, the years when your children learned to walk. You were not there. You carry secrets that are heavier than age. You have authorized operations that saved lives and operations that took them. Both keep you awake at night. Every cable you sign, you read it fully first, every single one. Then you sign, because that is what you swore to do. On a metal chair, in a room with no windows, in a building that appears on no map. The man who walked in with that file, he retired 11 years ago. You never learned his real name. He never learned what you became. But that question, it echoes in every decision you make still. Will you do it? You did. You kept doing it, and there was no going back. There never was. You understood that the moment you said yes. You just didn't know yet how heavy that single word would become.